Hey, Anderson Hills Church, welcome to our 2026 church-wide study. We are gathering together as adults, as youth, as children to study God's Word for a few weeks. And I'm so thankful that you've decided to either join a group or that you've already been participating in a group who's doing this study with us. We are praying that God would use this study in powerful ways just to draw us closer to His heart and to help us to grow more and more in love with Him. You know, love is our central, intangible need in life. The Beatles said, all you need is love. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. God created us to love Him and to love each other. That's really what we're here for. And when it comes down to it, that's what our faith is all about, loving God and loving others. Our series is called Beyond Nice. Being nice is great. It's a wonderful thing. But there's a whole lot of people in the world who are nice, but not necessarily loving. And in this series, we're going to challenge you to move beyond just being nice and into having a profound love for God and for others. For some of us, we hear Jesus' command to love, and we're good to go. Because Jesus said it, we believe it, we're going to live it out by the power of the Spirit. But for others, we got a little more of a rebel streak. Maybe you were the kid who every time your parents told you to do something, you said, why? Why do I need to do that? Why do I need to clean my room? It's just going to get dirty after all. Why do I need to save money? It's so much more fun to spend it. And you go back and forth with your parents. And I don't know how your parents were, but when I would do this with my mom, the conversation would usually end in a statement, something like, because I am the mom, that's why. That was kind of a conversation ender. That's how we as kids knew that mom was not having it anymore. There was no more dialogue, right? But I believe that there's something more than just a because I told you so. I believe that Jesus' words, they stand up, not just because Jesus said them, but because they are truly the best way to live. I believe that when we have a profound love for God and for others, that has the power to transform our lives more than anything else we possibly imagine. So we're here at a beautiful vineyard in the Coleraine area here in Cincinnati, and it is a wonderful place just to spend some time with the Lord out in God's beautiful creation. And I think it's also very appropriate because Jesus gave us this metaphor. He said that He is the vine and we are the branches. And we're called to abide in Him, to remain in Him, to be in relationship with Him. That's what this is all about. And so as we talk about loving God and others, we're going to be abiding with Him. In 2021, I was blessed to come to Anderson Hills Church. A few months before I got here, Pastor Mark Rowland and the other pastors preached a powerful series on the 10 transformational steps in our faith journey. Some of you remember that, others maybe you weren't here or it's been a while. So we've got a video that we'll invite you to watch here in just a couple minutes that summarizes those steps. Our prayer in this series is that God would use this talk and this time of studying about His love to draw us closer to Him. Because really that's what your faith journey is all about. It's falling more and more in love with Jesus Christ. And I pray that you will do this in this series and in our times together and that God will transform your life through it.